Hello. Hope everybody can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. Let's hope I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. Tell me that I am, please. Say, Wendy, you're good. Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? I'm ready. Hope you guys are. Full of energy today. Okay, well, we've got a lot of people watching. The count's going up. I'm going to assume I'm in the right place at the right time. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you. Thanks, Kaylee. All right, well, let's get started because, I don't want to waste any of your time. Hi, Christina. She just called me a minute ago. How cute is that? All right, guys, let's go. Whew. I was given this huge task. Kind of is a huge task here. I'm sorry, I'm fixing my screen here of going live and talking about Scentsy Spirit and the light and I get emotional about it. So, without further ado, if you don't know who I am, my name is Wendy Heath-Newgass. That's kind of fun. I'm a superstar director out of Southern California. And I just love people, and I love my Scentsy business, and I truly love life. Every day, I can't believe it. Why am I so emotional today? Sorry. Every day I wake up, it's a great day. Because being above ground is always a good place, right? So I live my life like that. And so what I want to share with you today, stop, Wendy, stop. I want to talk about some things because I'm old. Guys, come on. I just turned 59. And I want to share with you some life lessons, a few little tips. I shared it with the Superstar Director group as well. Hi, friends. I adore you. You guys make my heart. I can't even read the comments. I'll continue to cry. So I want to share some tips. And then I want to ask and talk about Scentsy Spirit. And then when I'm done with this one, I'm going to come back and I'm going to challenge you at 1 o'clock. And I really, really, really want you to make sure you and your people get on that 1 o'clock or share it because I think it's going to be invaluable to you in your life and your business. I'm not just talking about Scentsy. I'm talking about you because you matter. So when your head and your heart are postured for good things, what does that mean? It means you're making really good decisions in a balanced perspective. So your head and your heart are aligned. It's really good for you as a person, as a business owner. That's what you are. You're an independent business owner. And it's really good for you in life, whether it's with your kids or your family. I am so 59. I love you, Amanda. Yeah, but I've learned some things along the way that used to even bother me, comparing myself on social media, scrolling through my phone, some things. But let me share some tips with you that are going to help you. And then we're going to talk about some Scentsy Spirit. And then I'll come back at 1 o'clock and challenge you. Does that sound good? Are we ready? Are we ready today? I know, all this and no caffeine. Yeah, be careful. There's a lot going on here. So I'm old, of course. I'm going to tell you that, 59. But this wisdom that I've gained from life experience, it's kind of invaluable. It's kind of taught me a lot of things that used to bother me, that girl stuff. It gets hard. It really does. So if this can help you, I really hope, but I want you to listen up and I want you to go inside yourself and go, ooh, I do that. That's okay. If I can change and I can fix it, cool. That's what I really want today. I want to get into your heart. So let's talk about these tips. Okay. Natalie. Oh, Patty, how old are you? All right, we're going to get started because I can read comments all day. Promise I'll come back. But what matters right now is I need to probably swipe these because I do get distracted. I care about you, and I love to connect with you, as you guys know that as well. But great news. I'm going to say one more thing. Fall files, I promise they'll be ready. Fundraising files at the end of the month. I'm working hard. I got a home party tonight. So I'm pushing too, guys, but they will be ready. So if you have September fundraisers, no, you will have files before those fundraisers start. For that is my love and what I least can do for the community. So number one, cherish your relationships. It's a cornerstone of fulfilling your life. Why do we need to cherish these relationships? It's so crazy because you say things like, this is hard. People are not going to remember the words that came out of your mouth, but the way you made them feel. This is not just in business. This is not just with your team. This is with your family and your husband and your sister and your brother and your uncle and people that just get in your head. Cherish those relationships because you know what? It can all be over tomorrow. You need to live your life today like it's the last day on earth. And that's what I choose to do every single day. So I'm happy because if this is it, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great day. So number one, cherish relationships. It's really the cornerstone of fulfilling your life. It really is. It can be good, it can be bad, but cherish the bad ones because those bad ones are going to learn invaluable lessons. 100% you will completely learn those and you'll go, ooh, I am not going to be around someone like that anymore, right? So cherish that. You've learned that you don't want to be around that type, and that's okay too. Learn that be around people that make you feel good. And if you don't have to go be mean to them and go back and bash them on social media. Just kindly leave their presence. Just, you don't have to make them feel any worse. Okay, so number two, embrace change. Woo! This is the hardest one, I think, for each and every one of us because this business and life is changing all the time, guys. Seriously. Scentsy changes, things change, the workstation reports change. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's life changes and you just need to learn with your open heart and your flexible mind. See how your mind and your heart work together? Take it in stride. Okay, because I'm old and I've learned this. Number three, I just want to go over these few things. Live in the present. Like I said, treasure every moment. You know why? And focus on the present. That's today. Because today is a gift. If you're not treating each and every day like it's a gift, some people didn't wake up today. Some people are on their last breath today. You're alive. Enjoy the present. It's truly a gift. Number four, practice kindness. I'm looking at my notes here. I don't want to miss anything. Practice kindness. And being kind, we're going to go over that this afternoon, really matters. So practicing kindness, some people have to train your mind. Hello, Alyssa. And think, look for the good. Look for the good. You got to practice that kindness. We might do some random acts of kindness today. We might do something this afternoon together as a group. And I think it's going to make a difference in the world. And if you can be the light and you can make a difference in your family and in your relationship and on your team, guys, you're winning. You're winning. I promise you that. Tomorrow's not promised, yeah. Hi, Stephanie. Good chat with you today. You're a very sweet girl. Okay, and number four, continue. Oh, that's why I'm always looking for hearts. If you guys find hearts in your hearts in nature and hearts in your food and hearts in rocks and in the beach and in the sand and in the clouds, tag me. It's my favorite thing because when my mind is looking for love and looking for hearts, how can I be in a bad mood? I'm always looking for love and kindness and the beautiful things in the world. I know you're like, oh my God, is she really rainbows and butterflies all the time? I am. What you see is what you get. And you know that if you know me. It's just how I choose to live. I'm a cancer survivor, so I'm alive. And I'm never going to stop having this attitude. I'm so gracious. Okay, number five. Speaking of graces, gratitude is key. It is so key to find the joy in the simple pleasures of life. Whether it's being able to take a walk, being able to talk on the phone, being able to text because your hands are working. I remember this saying when I was a kid, and I read it over and over and over and over again. When I was a little kid, I didn't understand it, but it still helps me today. And it's a beautiful, I wish I could say who it was written in the poem. But anyway, it's, I cried because I had no shoes. Till I met a man who had no feet. I remember it being a plaque on the wall, and it stuck with me for my entire life to find the gratitude in every single thing. Yes. Hi, Miranda. So find the simple pleasures and navigate challenges with resilience. It's okay. Number 6, and then we're going to get to Scentsy Spirit, I promise. And I'm supposed to only talk 20 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry. Forgive and let go. Yeah, it's hard. Someone hurt you so bad, you just want to, and can't forgive them because you're so upset. But I promise, stress is bad for your body. Stress is bad for your mind. It is so hard, but the most rewarding thing you can do. You know why? Because you're just not letting that person affect you. You've got to forgive. Holding on to grudges. That anger inside, it's bad. And it's going to ruin something else for that day. And it's going to pass on to another person in your path. So you need, this is the biggest life lesson I can tell you. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, you don't want me to say it. Big time. Bless and release. Forgiveness is liberating. And it really helps you find peace within yourself. Okay, and then number 7, and then we're going to talk about Scentsy Spirit. Okay, prioritize self-care. You guys freak when I talk about this, but every single day you need to look at the news. You need to do nutrition. Guys, you are what you eat. My mom ate terrible my whole life. Ended up dying of cancer. Not saying this to scare you. It's okay to eat bad, sometimes you have to, but think about nutrition is so important for your mind and your body and your spirit. And I feel different when I don't eat well. My cheat is pizza. If anybody knows me, my cheat is pizza. And if I can have a cheat day, it's always going to be pizza. That's my little, but I try not to eat white bread. I try not to eat that. I used to drink soda. I used to do bad things to my body, but I didn't feel well. Now I feel well. So prioritize the news. Nutrition is N. E, exercise. Maybe you just need to walk. Maybe you have nowhere to walk and you just need to march in your house. Go, you know what? Today, I'm going to stand in place and move my hands and move my arms and do that for 10 minutes. Tomorrow, maybe you could do it for 15 minutes. 5 months from now, maybe you could do it for 30 minutes. But exercise is important, and it also helps you inside and out, I promise. So, N for the news is nutrition. E is exercise. W, water intake. Water, it helps with your skin. It helps with everything in your body. Now, they say to drink water that's not cold. I love ice. So I drink freezing cold water. I know, it's not as good, but if you could drink average lukewarm water, it's even better for you. I always have a lot of jingles in my water. We know that. So, and the last for news, nutrition, exercise, water, and sleep, we're focusing on the news and not on Channel 7 or whatever your news station is. S is sleep. I can't tell you enough. That's a whole nother training. How to train your mind, how to sleep, and how important that sleep is. If you're not sleeping, you've got to find something, doctor or something that's holistic can take care of you. Try with something, but you need your rest. Because when you're not eating and sleeping and taking care of yourself and having the proper water in your body and you're not resting, guess what? You don't have anything to pour. We're busy. We're moms and sisters and wives and husbands and brothers and friends and family and teenies and leaders, and we're all those things. But we have to take care of ourselves. And so watching the news, not watching the news, doing the news every day. News is nutrition, exercise, water, and sleep. On that note, I'm going to take a drink. You'd love a training on sleep. Trust me. Yes, news is discipline. It really is. But it's part of making you be a better person for yourself and for your family. And to live a long life, because I care. You know, I want to live a lot. I will die doing Scentsy. I'm here forever. So we're going to talk about that. Need that training. Okay, it's going to be one, Jackie. Hi. Jacqueline, sorry, I didn't say that right. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Scentsy Spirit. Talk to me. Fill this screen up right now. I want to say, what does Scentsy Spirit mean to you? I'm going to give you a minute. Come on. Scentsy Spirit, what is it? I want to know what Scentsy Spirit means to you. Community, okay, this is great. Let's get a few things. Love. Oh, Missy. Family. Mm-hmm. That's what Scentsy Spirit is. To me, it's my happy place. My wall. It's confetti. Scentsy Spirit is confetti. It's popping. I don't know if you guys ever see me on social media when I take a cannon and I pop it for like an anniversary or a Scentiversary or a promotion. It is my favorite thing that leading up to that and that explosion of happiness is where I find that's my Scentsy Spirit. It's like, oh, I'm just confetti and I just want to pop out and sprinkle all over the community. So confetti is Scentsy Spirit. Scentsy Spirit means feeling belong, togetherness, place I belong. Oh, hi, Court. Hi, honey. Yeah, sisterhood. You guys are saying some really great things. So Scentsy Spirit is also, this is going to be tough. I'm going to say some things right now coming up. I want you to really tune in because it's important to hear. It's important to hear. And this is hard for me because I'm going to talk a little bit about conflict. And if you guys know me, yeah, safe place, yes. So it's finding the good in all things. Since that's what Scentsy Spirit is, finding the good. I'm not saying you have to go, oh, there's this big major problem and it doesn't affect me. Yeah, it affects you. But it's how to find the good and how you overcome and how you react to things is really what good Scentsy Spirit is, right? We can react like a cannon that explodes and puts little drops of poop everywhere. I was going to say a bad word, but I didn't. So you want to be that cannon? Do you want to be the cannon, the confetti cannon that opens and sprinkles happiness and joy? It's got to be authentic from you, though. Sometimes you want to sprinkle the poop. Don't do it. I'll tell you why. Okay, so with passion and purpose and grace, that's Scentsy Spirit. Passion about our product. Purpose to live our best lives. And grace when we understand what's happening to people in the world. You don't want to be a poop cannon. That's right, Dolly. I know. I'm so, like I said, what you see is what you get. I'm as random as can be. But I have to put notes here because otherwise I'll end up, who knows. Anyway, I want you to embody the Scentsy Spirit. It's really the essence of our brand. It is. It's the embody that Scentsy Spirit, that family, the love, all the things you said, the sisterhood, the feeling that you have. If you went to SFR, you felt it. I felt it all the whole time, even before that amazing moment. All of it was good the whole time because I got to be around you and I got to love you. But let me tell you what happens to us sometimes. This is going to be hard stuff. Don't ever go on social media and bash Scentsy. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because that's not Scentsy Spirit. It's hard stuff. It's hard for Wendy to talk about. You know why? Because your post can't go back, can't change it. People have screenshot, people have shared it, people have... So it's okay to vent. But I'm going to tell you to vent to your dog. Sit there and say, Rocky, I cannot believe what is happening, or vent to the wall, or vent to a leaf, or vent on a walk, or vent to your inner circle that is your safe place. But to go on social media and bash the company that you work for, it doesn't make sense. generally, Scentsy will always do the right thing, right? Always do the right thing. They will fix it if they can. I'm telling you what, I know it. I've done this 14 years. I'm going to die doing Scentsy. It's just because. But when I see people arguing and fighting over things that, come on, guys, we're bigger than that. That's not Scentsy Spirit. So I'm saying you're valid. Your feelings are heard. I see you. I feel you. Call me. Reach out to me. You want to bash? I'll listen to you all day long and tell you that you're enough. And thank you for sharing. But don't do it on social media. Our company is precious. And Orville and Heidi in home office, who I adore, all of them, they see it too. So it's okay to be upset. You just got to think, find a place, right? Pick your poison. Don't put it on social media. I'm going to be done with that because it's really hard. Never badmouth. No. That's right, Jacqueline. Go read Jacqueline Ducky's post or her comment right here. Amen, sister. 100%. So to embody your Scentsy Spirit, you're not going to do that. You're not. It's okay, though. Don't forget. I'm not saying it's all butterflies and rainbows and everything's perfect. It's not. I'm not perfect. I'm perfectly imperfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm old, and I see that. I'm on the other end of the spectrum now. You get past 50, you're on the other side. But it's teaching me to be wiser. And I want to teach you that you don't have to let that stuff bug you. So when you have a situation that comes up, let's talk about how you deal with it. Why don't you stop, wait 10 minutes. 10 minutes before you put it up. I bet your post or your comment will change in 10 minutes. Because when you're mad, you just go, and you just diarrhea at the mouth and say things you probably shouldn't have said. Just like in your marriage. Just like to your children. I'm talking about everything right now. It's not just Scentsy Spirit. This is life spirit. Take a minute. Take a break. Learn how to respond and not react. That's the Scentsy Spirit way. We can respond, right? I am so old, Danielle. 59 is ancient. Trust me, you'll respond with a clear mindset. So here's another example, and this is going to be hard to say because I know some people felt this. Ready? You walk by someone at SFR, or you walk by somebody in a Scentsy setting, and you're walking by, and you look at them, and they don't respond, and they don't react, and you're like, oh God. What did she do? What did I do to her? Why does she not like me? That person doesn't like me. It's not about that. And the faster you learn to not let that affect you, I want you to, instead of in that situation, this is really hard. This is brain training, guys. I'm really teaching you brain training. Hi, Kiwana. So when that happens and you get in your mind like, why don't they like me? I like people. Why does that person not like me? Stop. Get it off of you. Put it on them. How can I help them? I wonder what they're going through. I wonder what challenges in life they have. Even if it's not, there is one person in Scentsy I've barely had a conversation with and I don't understand it. And it's like my goal. I'm gonna fix this. I'm like, what did I do? And for a long time, I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? It's maybe not about me at all. Maybe something. We just don't know what life challenges. Life is tough. Things are hard. Money is tough. Take it off of you. And I mean, put it back on them in a genuine way. This is my heart pouring out to you. They could have just got a really bad phone call. And they had a really bad moment and you're judging them and being like, I'm not going to talk to them because that whole day they didn't talk to me. Most of the time it's a misunderstanding. Yeah. Just like with your team. Same thing. Yeah. So if it happened to you, let it go. Don't take that post. Don't take that lack of a comment or, oh, they didn't like mine, but they liked everybody else's. I found myself doing that a few years ago. And I'm like, really? But that's what we do, us as women. So I can relate to you. I had a girl yesterday say to me, I just don't like rejection. I said, stop. Take it off of you. It's okay. It's hard when you hear those no's. Again, just take those 10 no's and you get that one yes. It's a blessing. Just like your friends. Not everyone's going to like you and be okay with it. As long as you're serving your life from your heart and you're really caring and sharing and living your best Scentsy spirit and being the best light that you can be, you're going to be okay. I promise. I'm really saying that from my heart. Give people, I'm looking at my notes here, they may have a minor or a major problem, and just give them a break. Give grace. So remember, Scentsy Spirit to me is my happy place. It's confetti. It's a good confetti cannon, right? Not a poop confetti cannon. I don't want to go like this and sprinkle the poop everywhere. And that's what you do sometimes when you stir the pot, right? Don't stir the pot. You don't have to win. It's not a win-lose thing. Promise. That stuff that you feel like you have to go in and say, this is hard for me, guys, because I love you all, but I see it. Just let it go. Go take a walk. Just walk away. Come back. You're going to respond better. No's are tough. Yes, that's right, girl. Woo! Okay, what else? What else? Don't ever bash that Scentsy, because once it's seen, it's really hard to forget. But I see you, and I feel you, and you have to have that circle that you can vent to. It's so much better. That dog, a plant. You don't have a circle? Find a circle. Mama, your dada, your kid. But never take out what's happening in your day on your family and your kids and your spouse and your team and your business or your pets or your customers. That's not fair either. It's just not fair. Sprinkle that Scentsy spirit. That's right, Kimberly. And love and grace. And always give that grace to someone, because you don't even know what my family's going through right now. There you go. I said it. Things are tough, especially when it has to do with your kids. So, but I'm not gonna, I cry. I cry sometimes on the inside, but I'm not gonna put that on my social media or let it change my day. I'm gonna bless and release and pray and know that there's going to be whatever God you preach to or you believe in. I know it's going to change. I know it's going to be a blessing. And I know something good is going to come out of this terrible situation our family's going through. Please don't post anything like that on social media, because it's not out there yet. Just trust me. Pray to whatever you pray to. There's always something going on. Always. Again, life lessons. Scentsy spirit can be two things. Which type of confetti cannon are you bursting? I want you to burst the one that sprinkles love and kindness and caring. And even when you're upset because that friend didn't answer you and that teammate made this post, privately reach out and message that person. I had a perfect example of that the other day. Someone came on the team page and was na. I wanted to go in and say, like, what are you doing? Or hit delete. Instead, I reached out and messaged her. She was having a problem. See? You just never know what people are going through. Take that minute. Give people grace. And if you don't have time to dig in, let them go. Maybe they didn't answer you because of another reason or another. Just let it go. That is my goal. So with boundless enthusiasm, unwavering determination, we are going to have the best fall ever. But I want you to do this. Ooh, I talked too long. I'm so sorry. Put your blinders on. I want you to love your life. I want you to take pictures of everything. Tell people you love them. Talk to random strangers. You never know. You may give them that gift of Scentsy and change their life. Do things that you're scared to do. Be brave. That's Scentsy spirit. Be brave. Take the life that you're given. Make it the best story in the whole entire world. That's all you got, guys. It's one life. And if you were to die tomorrow, live today and every day like this is the best moment of your life. I promise. You change your mind and you change your brain, but I promise you this much. It'll completely change your life and your business. Put your blinders on, stay in your lane, love big, and I will be back before you know it with the best challenge at 1 o'clock. It's going to be really fun. I think you'll like it. I think it may change the difference in your family and in your business. So trust me. From my heart to yours, it's Wendy Heath-Newgass. I love you. Bye, friends.